Moving forward, ladies and gentlemen, I would now like to invite onto the dais Mr. D.P. Nagendra Kumar, former member GST CBIC, to share a few words with us.
Honorable Minister for Taxation and Human Resource Management, Government of Tamil Nadu, Dr. Palanivel Tyagarajan, Honorable Justice, revered legal luminary, Shri A.K. Patnaik ji, all the distinguished participants in this gathering. At the outset, I must express gratitude for TIOL for having invited me and to address all of you on this function. The book we just released, authored by Shailendra, captures the journey of GST in the last 5 years in more or less in a manner which we look back and read this compilation gives you a true picture as to how this journey went through in the last 5 years. The journey of GST in this country started in the year 2000 and got a concrete policy declaration in 2006, went through a turmoil of deliberations over 10 years, finally culminating in a constitutional amendment, and that heralded a uniform GST in the country, subsumating a number of taxes. But this experiment is not without its flaws, and this experiment has not been a perfect one. But looking back the 5 years journey, some of the unique innovations of the Indian GST, starting with the simultaneous power to levy tax by introducing Article 246A, going away by the list-based approach, has been a remarkable journey. There has been issues with regard to the role and functions of the GST Council, because it's the first of its experiment in a constitutional scheme of things. When we look at the electronically administered tax in a combined manner by creating a GST and portal for not only the back-end processes, for the front-end processes, but also looking at the back-end process for the tax administration, this journey has been one of the very, very captivating, interesting journey. Credit must go to the political leadership of our country, true democratic spirit, the deliberations happening in the GST Council in a manner that takes care of every stakeholder's interest and going forward has been one of the hallmark of this journey. And Shailendra's book, what just got released in the hands of the Honorable Finance Minister of the state and also the Honorable Justice, just does capture this journey as and when events occurred in the last 5 years. I think it's a great reading to look back and see how have we progressed. And some of his articles were very critical about some of the things which happened at various levels. Some of them got resolved over a period of time, and some of them still continue to be a matter of concern for the taxpayers. And some of the measures which we took in the 5 years journey of GST, starting from the issues relating to the producing versus consuming states concern, the revenue considerations, and also the issues which we have to grapple with during COVID, and also the continuing need for raising revenue to reach somewhere the revenue neutral rate which we were in the year 2016-17 before we moved into GST are still matter of challenge before us. And today's day-long deliberations which happened in this hall, and particularly the GST 2.0 on which the panel experts deliberated upon that, leaves a lot of thought process. And I do carry forward with this one important learning in today's celebrations is how do we make the GST compliance taxpayer friendly, notwithstanding the fact that the tax laws which have been defined and legislated upon would take time for amendment and corrections. Can we make the process of compliance easier and simpler for the taxpayer to comply with? The ask from the GST design is quite high. But at the same time, we need to also keep it in mind, this tax design, what we have envisioned for the country, would achieve its true potential only when it is administered with a human touch. I think that's a great lesson what we have taken forward today. Congratulations once again, Shailendra, for giving us the benefit of experiencing the growth journey of the GST of the last 5 years, beautifully captured in this volume, which captures all the editorials which he wrote as and when things happened. Thank you once again for giving me this opportunity to address this August gathering. Thank you.